and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a sit down video, something a little bit different, but I'm going to be doing a lot of these within the next few weeks. I am 37 weeks pregnant and I am feeling full term. 9 months is no joke when you have a toddler. Also totally different first from second baby. I will be sharing a overall baby update here soon, but today I wanted to share with you guys a haul of everything we've received or bought for baby boy. So we are due at the beginning of December. I actually already have my C-section scheduled and I am just so excited to meet him. So I wanted to share everything that we got, not just to benefit myself, to remember like all the different things that we were given and to show our gratitude, but also to share with you guys some ideas. I know watching these kind of videos helped a lot whenever I was making my baby registry, and also to make sure I didn't forget things. So I definitely want to share all this stuff with you guys today, and also share some of the things that we've bought for Sawyer that we necessarily may not have bought for Magnolia. The first big purchase that we bought for Sawyer that we did not have with Magnolia is a halo bassinet. Now obviously I haven't used it yet since he's not here, but I am sure that I'm gonna love having it. We co-slept with Magnolia and we are still co-sleeping with her 2 years later. Not that I don't mind it at all, but I definitely think it'll be hard to co-sleep with two babies. So I am totally looking forward to having this halo bassinet over here and having it easy and accessible, especially with having a C-section. So that's the first thing I wanted to mention. I'm just gonna kind of work around the bed. I have everything laid out. I also have some stuff on the floor, and then at the end of the video I'm gonna go into their room. I don't want to show too much of what's in their room, but I do want to share some of the clothes that we've received or bought for him, as well as some other little things that I didn't bring in here today. Alright, so before I get started, I do want to introduce myself. My name is Lexi. I have a 2-year-old and I am, like I said, 37 weeks pregnant with our second. He is a boy. His name is Joseph Sawyer. I'm due at the beginning of December. I am also engaged. If you're new to my channel, that's just a little bit of background about me. I would love for you to join our family and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and check out some of our other videos also. We've been doing a lot of nesting and cleaning recently, but we also do a lot of day in the life videos, me and my daughter, and I cannot wait to share some day in the life videos once Sawyer gets here also. If you're returning, thank you so much for watching this video today and watching and supporting our family. I love you guys all so much. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. Okay, so I'm gonna just start with the stuff that's over here to my left. So the first thing that I have gotten, and I got this through my insurance, is a new breast pump. I had the Magnolia, or however you say it, last time, and I really enjoyed it, but I wanted to give it to someone in need, especially since I got a new one through insurance. I wanted to try a different brand, see which one I kind of liked better, so I'm really excited to try this one. I do pump within the first few weeks of having a baby, or at least I did with Magnolia, so I expected to be doing it again. So I'm very happy that I have this. This is definitely more of a postpartum after baby comes type of thing. Most of this stuff is, but I wanted to go ahead and share this with you today. It came with a little cooler pack, an ice pack. It also came with 2 bottles, and then all just the normal pump necessities like the hoses and the little things that go on your boob, the little funnel looking things and all that. So it was a great deal. Another thing, I did not have this with Magnolia and I am so excited. I don't know what kept me from buying it whenever I did have Magnolia, even afterwards. I honestly don't know, but I wore like breast pads almost until I quit nursing her at 2 years, and so much milk goes to waste. The breast pads just collect the milk and then they get thrown away, and it's awful, especially if you're so engorged and you're trying to build up a supply. I'm big on building up a supply in the freezer, just if you ever need it, like when you're out and about, or you know, someone's watching the baby. I am literally so excited that we got gifted a Haka. I am so excited to try breastfeeding. I'm honestly probably even going to take it to the hospital, just because you stay a little bit longer with a C-section in case my milk comes in. Not necessarily will I be able to store the milk at the hospital. I'm not really sure, but I am excited to give it a try, and I'm going to bring it just in case. So I wanted to go ahead and share it with you guys. Okay, so this is what it looks like. If you can kind of see it, it's clear, so I don't know how hard it is to see, but it's silicone. and it's very squishy. And what I've read and understood so far is that whenever like the baby is latched on one side, you can connect this to your other boob and it suctions on it. It collects your letdown, which I think is going to be amazing. So I'm super excited to try this. I will definitely let you guys know after I've used it for a few weeks how much I like it. It's pretty inexpensive, so like I said, I'm beating myself up still for not ever purchasing this with Magnolia, and I'm so excited to try it. I expect to exclusively breastfeed again, but we did purchase, or were gifted, just a couple of bottles just in case Jordan ever needs to feed Sawyer, or if someone is watching him or I'm not here, something like that, so he has something to drink the breast milk that is stored out of. We just got the Boone brand this time. I've heard really great reviews about this and I'm really excited to try it, so I'll have to let you guys know how these work out also. I just got 3. We stocked up on bottles with Magnolia and honestly it wasn't worth it, so 3 should be plenty, especially the extra 2 we got with our breast pump. I think we are set on bottles. Another big thing I like to use when breastfeeding, especially not necessarily for myself but for others in case it bothers them or anything like that, is nursing covers. I actually have 3 of these. One of them is already in the car with his car seat, but these 2 I had with Magnolia, and even if you're not using them for breastfeeding, they are great for car seat covers. On to some bath stuff. I ordered some new washcloths. Not only have we lost half of Magnolia's, but hers were all pink. So nothing against boys in pink. This set actually came with some pink ones too. I ordered these off of Amazon and they are the softest washcloths I've ever felt in my life. I honestly want to use them myself, but they are such cute colors. It came in a whole pack. There's some purples and pinks also, so him and Magnolia were just able to get a whole new set of washcloths and it's amazing. I also received a couple of towels for him. Some of Magnolia's towels or baby towels are gender neutral, but I wanted to get him just a couple for himself because Magnolia has a couple that are just for her also. So we have 3 towels for him aside from the ones that we already had. And then we also have this blooming flower bath. This is definitely a necessity for me. And then down here on the floor, I also have another bath essential. I'm gonna sit down there in a minute and show you some of the bigger stuff, but that is all the bath stuff I have up here. Oh, actually, I do have this. We received this gift set. It's a lavender, like nighttime baby relaxing Johnson & Johnson set, and it has lotion, baby wash, and then calming shampoo. I will probably also get some unscented as well. And then we also have this from Magnolia, which we plan to use for Sawyer also. It's a portable sound machine. Magnolia is 100% like her mama and cannot sleep without a fan or a sound machine on, so I assume if he is sleeping in here with us, he's going to become accustomed to having white noise, and I know that that also just helps babies sleep a lot also. So we also received a Hatch Baby sound machine, and I am so excited for this. This we don't have in our master bedroom. We have one for ourselves in here, but this one we actually placed in their bedroom for their nap times, and I just love the features on it. If you have not heard of this, definitely check it out. I highly recommend it. We've been using it for Magnolia the last few weeks and she loves it. All right, another thing is memorabilia. So we purchased a baby book for Magnolia. That was actually the first thing we purchased. This I just purchased for Sawyer. It's awful, I know, but I have already filled it out, so I didn't forget anything. But I just got him a little one. I don't know if you can kind of see the design on it, but I've put in here some of the little odds and ends that we have like already figured out, obviously, like just like random things, not necessarily about him, but about me and Jordan and Magnolia. And then we also put in here some of his baby shower stuff. Another thing that we did not have with Magnolia is a video monitor. Since we were co-sleeping with her, I really didn't see the point in having one, but I'm so excited that we got this one. It's a video monitor and it came with 2 cameras. We have already been using one for Magnolia whenever she lays in her room during the day, and let me just say, this inexpensive one is the best. I obviously have never tried like the Owlette one or the Lollipop or anything like that, but I am not necessarily for cameras that connect to your phone. I just feel like they may be more hackable and they make me nervous whenever they connect to Wi-Fi. I know that there's always precautions for that kind of thing, but like I said, it just makes me nervous, so I'm excited to try this out whenever he gets here. It's been working so far with Magnolia and we love it so far. I'm excited to see how it works with both cameras though. We have one in his room, or in their shared bedroom, where we can see both beds, and then we're also going to be putting one up above the bassinet. Sticking with the kind of like sleeping stuff, we also purchased some Velcro swaddles. I did not purchase these with Magnolia, but I'm really excited to try them with him. I honestly think I was just a little too intimidated to try them with her. I didn't know if she'd like them. They're a little bit more expensive, but I definitely splurged on buying them this time, and I only got 3, but if he likes them, I'll definitely be getting more. I also have some of these left over from Magnolia that I pulled out, just some of the more gender neutral ones, and these are just like the swaddle blankets, so I will be trying these out with him too, just to see which ones he likes better. He may like both, you never know, but I do have options so that we can see which ones work best for us. And then this I purchased for the hospital. This is just a little hat and swaddle set. I plan to use this for his like announcement photos. I'm super excited. It's so cute. I got it off Amazon and I'm just so excited to take his pictures in it. I'm obsessed with it. Another thing that we have, one of these is actually from Magnolia, and it's just a Moby wrap, and then we also received another one as a gift. I also have one of these, which I like to use whenever they're a little bit bigger. It's just like one of the, like, I honestly don't even know how to explain it, but it's one of the ones that you kind of like wear on your stomach. It's not necessarily a wrap, but it's a baby carrier. They kind of make me nervous when they're super tiny, so that's why I like to use the wraps when they're itty bitty, but I will be probably using this whenever he gets a little bit bigger. Another thing that we purchased for this baby is a co-sleeper. So I kind of wanted to try out the DockATot, but honestly I was also back and forth between the DockATot and the Snuggle Me. The Snuggle Me ended up being the one that we purchased, just because it's a little bit cheaper, and honestly if he doesn't like it, I didn't want a ton of money to go to waste. But I am excited to try it. I think it's going to help a lot, especially since we're not co-sleeping. But I did purchase the darkest color that there was, and I am still waiting for the cover to come in. I ordered a cover off of Etsy, but I figured if he is ever sleeping on it without a cover, or you know, if stains like poop explosions or throw up or anything like that happen to leak through his cover, it's not going to show as bad on this darker colored pillow. All right, this next item I think is a baby essential. Even if you are not having a C-section, this thing needs to go to the hospital with you. It just helps so much, especially if you're having a C-section. It's just that extra comfort around your incision, but it also of course helps with breastfeeding the baby and things like that. This I use religiously with Magnolia, and I will religiously be using it with Sawyer. I have several different covers for it also. Right now I just have this kind of woodland cover on it, and I'm so excited. This is my favorite thing. It's like my baby, and if you don't have one, this is a registry must have. A few other things that we have for him are just some like little knit and gritty toiletry type things and medicine type stuff. So I got him some boogie wipes and some pacifier wipes. These are not a necessity, but they are just convenient and good to have. I use them a lot with Magnolia, so I definitely bought packs for him also. And then I also got him some gripe water. This is the only thing that we really used a lot with Magnolia, so this is the only thing that I went ahead and purchased for him. If we need anything else, like Tylenol or anything like that, we'll probably just purchase it as needed. But aside from the gripe water, that's really all that we got, like medicine wise. I also have some just little safety first nail clippers whenever he's big enough for them. I have a comb, which I know will get some extras from the hospital, and then I have a nasal aspirator. We have the Nose Frida for Magnolia, and this is basically the same thing. It's just a off-brand from Amazon, so I'm sure it's gonna work just as good. And then in this basket, we have just a bunch of little Lulus. That's what we call pacifiers, Lulus. I got I think these are the Itsy Ritzy brand. Magnolia hates this brand. They're kind of too little for her, I guess. So that's why I got these, because hopefully she won't try to steal them. We received this adorable, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a pacifier clip. We received this as a gift, and it has his name on it, and it is just so cute. And then we also received a Wubba Nub. I'm not necessarily going to use these right away with him, because Magnolia will take these, but this is just a little dragon, and it is so cute. And then we also have in here just some of these little teethers for whenever he gets a little bigger. They're all tangled up, but they're like the little teething necklaces. We just have 2 of them, like you wear them and then the baby can gnaw on them and things like that when they get a little bigger and start teething. Okay, and then the last few things that I wanted to talk about before I sit down on the floor and show you the bigger stuff is just some little things that we have here in these baskets. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys the clothes in just a few minutes, but I went ahead and brought his hats in here. This is something that we used a good bit when Magnolia was an itty bitty baby, but she was also a summer baby. So I have a few extras for him just in case, because it does not necessarily get cold here, but I know newborns can't really regulate their temperature as well. So we have a little stack of hats for him, and then this basket is full of socks and mittens, and I have some more actually that I need to wash later today that are going to go in here once they are clean. And then this basket is full of burp cloths and bibs. So some of these bibs are left over from Magnolia, the more gender neutral ones, but then we also have a bunch in here specifically for Sawyer. A bunch of like my first Christmas ones since he's a December baby and just things like that. So these are definitely going to come good in use. Even when you're breastfeeding, I think that bibs are just a great little extra tool to have to wipe quick spit up with. These are also good to use for their changing pad, just to lay them out. Any extra birth cloths that you have, definitely highly recommend using them for that purpose also. Okay, and then the last thing I have sitting up here on the bed is this basket full of baby toys. We have not purchased all of these baby toys for him specifically. No, we did not go crazy. We were actually only gifted a few things for him specifically, which are these two things. The rest of this is all toys that he could safely play with that were or are Magnolias. So whenever I did their makeover for their playroom, I separated all of the toys that were baby specific in a basket for him. I keep it at the top of their closet to keep them separate from Magnolia and just a little bit cleaner. So baby toys are definitely not a necessity, but Magnolia used them a lot and they definitely keep them entertained, so we have a basket full of them. Okay, so these last few things around me are just some of the bigger items that we have purchased for Sawyer or that we have left over from Magnolia. Some of the things not in here that I have already set up or have just still stored and haven't taken out yet are the IKEA high chair that we had for Magnolia that he will be using also once he is big enough for it. And then we also have a big swing for him, which I will insert a picture of somewhere on the screen. Aside from those two things, we also are reusing Magnolia's car seat, which we have already put in the car. I also purchased a new infant like insert for it, which I will insert a picture of, and then we have her stroller that goes with it. I still need to find the right double stroller, but I struggle a lot with that because I have such a small car and not a lot of them are gonna fit, so we may have to wait a little while on that. So I mentioned earlier a hack for changing pads, and that was putting the burp cloths on them to kind of like give them an extra layer. But this is the changing pad that I purchased. It already has a cover on it, and I do have a couple of extras as well. This is just one I purchased off of Amazon. It was really cheap and inexpensive. It may not be the best quality, but you're never going to leave the baby unattended on it, so I think that it's going to work out fine. It has the sides on it. It has little Velcro straps or like click snaps so that the baby can be secure. It can also attach to the dresser or changing station that is sitting on, so I highly recommend this. I've been using it for Magnolia the last few weeks, and I personally used it a ton when she was little, so I definitely will be using it with Sawyer. Another thing that we received as a gift is this smaller swing. Alright, another thing that we received as a gift is this floor seat. We had one of these with Magnolia, but I gifted it to somebody else who was in need of one, and I just love this one so much. It's a little lamb. I like that it has a little tray on it also so he can eat snacks out of. These are one of my favorite things to put babies in once they're big enough. So with Magnolia, we had a blow-up bath. She absolutely loved it. Honestly, I would have bought another one for Sawyer, but I figured it would honestly be easier to give them baths together, and just the blow-up bath takes up the whole bath, but it's not big enough for two kids to be in. So we were gifted this one. I had it on my registry, and I'm so glad that we received one. I honestly would have purchased it ourselves if we had not, but once he's big enough and in the transition phase to sit in the tub with Magnolia, we will definitely be using this, and it's just going to make bath time so much easier. Another thing we have left over from Magnolia is her bumbo seat. She honestly would still sit in this thing if I let her. She loved it so much, and it's so easy for feeding. I love this thing. I swear by it. I definitely think it's a necessity, and I feel like it's safer than the ones that have the big trays around them. Magnolia actually fell with one of those one time, so I'm terrified to use them, but the Bumbo seat has not steered me wrong. In this basket down here, we have some of his blankets, but also just some of the little stuffed animals he's received specifically for him. And we also have this super sweet little lovey that he received. You can connect a pacifier to it. I personally am not going to put a pacifier on this. I don't think it would be very safe, but I definitely think it's something that I can give to him to play with. It's silky, it's smooth, it's just so sweet. I'm so excited for him to have this whenever he is big enough for it. It's so cute and so sentimental. I just love it. All right, one of the last things I want to show you guys is this wooden like activity thing. I purchased this off of Etsy. You could totally make one yourself, but I love to support small shops when I can. I still need to get the toys for it. My mom is actually making them, so I will totally share those with you guys whenever she's finished. But I put this in the crib for Magnolia a lot whenever she was little so she could play with the toys on it. We do not actually have a legitimate activity mat for Sawyer. We did have one on our registry, but we did not receive one as a gift, and we just never bought one. We may buy one for him in the future. We'll just have to wait and see. But for now, I think this is going to work fine. We used this almost immediately after Magnolia came out of the hospital, so I definitely know it's going to go to great use. And then I also purchased one of these little floor mat. Little, I say, it's pretty big. It's a floor mat so he can do tummy time on it, or he can lay on it underneath his little activity gym. I wish I had one of these with Magnolia. It's such a little inexpensive thing to get at like Marshalls or TJ Maxx. I don't know why I didn't purchase one with her, but I definitely purchased one for him. It's just something that's not a necessity, but it definitely makes things a little bit easier and way more comfortable for the baby. That is everything that I have in here to show you guys. I am also going to take you into their room now. I'm not going to show you their room yet. I will be sharing a shared nursery and toddler room tour once we have the room completely finished, but I do want to show you some of the clothes that we've received or bought for him. They're all just so cute. I honestly, like, I just don't even know what to say about them. I love little baby clothes so much. They're so cute to look at. But yeah, let me just go ahead and take you in there and show you all that real quick.
Alright, so these are all of the clothes that I have put away so far for Sawyer. These are just his newborn and 0 to 3 month clothes. Everything else I have put away for later on. But it's really not a lot, not near as much as we had piled up for Magnolia. But just the necessities, and then as we need more, we'll get more. But these 3 or 4 little stacks are newborn clothes, and then over here is all, I believe, 0 to 3 month. There may be a few 3 to 6 month in here, but for the most part it's mostly just up to 3 month. Fun fact, this is actually the very first onesie that Magnolia wore in the hospital, so we are planning to have this in our hospital bag for him. Make sure you're looking out for that video. This is one of the first outfits he will wear also. It's so sentimental and sweet. I love it. And then in the closet, he has the top half of the closet and Magnolia has the bottom half. This is everything that we either received at the baby shower or stuff that we had that was gender neutral of Magnolia's. So this portion, I believe, to right here is all newborn stuff, and then from here to about right here is anywhere from 0 to 6 month, and then further back is all stuff that's going to be a little bit bigger. I have some stuff still put away, but I went ahead and hung some of it up.
Alright, you guys, that is it for today's video. This baby haul had a lot of stuff in it, a lot of necessities or things that I think personally are a necessity for our family, things that we have found beneficial from our previous child that we definitely expect to use this time, or things that we didn't use last time that we are super excited to try out this time. If you guys enjoyed this video and found it inspirational or helpful for you guys making your registry or things that you needed to purchase last minute, let me know down below. If if I forgot anything, also please let me know down in the comments, because I feel like I am still forgetting stuff and I have so much stuff already. So like I said, I will definitely be sharing some more videos with you guys that are baby related in the future. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on those, and we'll see you next time. Bye.